Every startup founder's story is scattered. Mentor notes pile up in spreadsheets that nobody reads, program staff can't pull up a founder's status without asking around, and the moment a founder graduates, that record goes dark. Mudlabs lives to enhance the founder record. One place where it all lands. Let me show you what that looks like, starting where the founder starts. This is the founder's home base, the journey page. It's built to answer 3 questions the second they land. Where am I? How am I doing? And what do I do next? Everything else is one click away on the side menu. Across the top, a stage path shows where they sit on the arc. Idea, MVP, launch, growth, and scale. Below sits 3 dials. 1 for the business, 2 for the founder. That's the whole thesis in a single glance. Smart business, healthy founder. You can see instantly if the business is climbing while the person underneath it is straining. Each dial shows a word, not a number, because words create forward motion and numbers just invite comparison. Tap any dial and it opens up the full 5-word ladder with a plain language line on what the track actually measures. And the 3 states combined into a short phrase, 3 or 4 words like proving it, running hot. It's built so the founder sees their own moment named honestly, without a generated paragraph putting words in their mouth. One button, what's next? This opens their action hub. This is where they can find their current focus, open commitments, the next step in their launch checklist, and a gentle nudge if their well-being is running low. That's the whole front door. Now here's where those 3 words actually come from. On day 1, every founder completes this assessment. It's what sets 2 of the 3 dials, business and founder readiness. Each one is scored across 5 dimensions and mapped onto the 5-word ladder. This gives you a deep dive on who this person is and what you're helping them build. From there, the founder builds their business model canvas inside the same record. Guided block by block, every assumption about customers, channels, and revenue lives here, where their advisor can see it. After completing the business model canvas, the founder moves into a weekly check-in. They track their overall well-being, energy levels, stress, quality of sleep, and work-life balance. They document their hardest challenge they faced that week, whether in their business or personally, what they learned from it, and anything else they'd like to share. This is what feeds the 3rd dial, well-being. It isn't a single number tallied up. It reads across this check-in, their advisor's own observations in sessions, and how consistently the founder's engaging. And when the signals are thin, it defaults to steady, right down the middle, instead of overreading a quiet week into alarm. Moving into business metrics, they log how many customer conversations they had that week. They log a key metric set by their advisor. They mark whether they feel on track, slightly behind, or off track, and they document their biggest obstacles, biggest win, and their overall confidence level. Well-being and business metrics sit in the same entry, not 2 separate tools. If a founder logs low energy and high stress the same week their conversations drop and they mark themselves slightly behind, that's one entry, not a business number an advisor has to go dig up context for separately. Those are the founder's responsibilities. After the business model canvas is complete, it's 2 minutes a week, and every bit of it comes back to them as 3 plain words and a phrase on their own page, not a form they fill out and never see again. But 2 minutes only matters if somebody sees it. So let me show you what the advisor side looks like and what they see over there. This is the advisor's caseload. Every founder in the program sorted by who needs attention next based on their business check-ins and their well-being trend. Not just a deadline, no asking around, no separate spreadsheets. Here's the founder we saw earlier, their baseline from day 1, every weekly check-in, and their business model canvas. Their complete session history. Everything from the founder's side lands here. Every coaching session is captured as a structured record. 6 sections, searchable later rather than loose notes. Most programs keep this, if at all, in one long spreadsheet. Our system generates working documents from the founder's current data, a business overview, a business model canvas summary, and session prep for the advisors before each meeting. As the founder progresses, it adds a financial model, a launch strategy, and a full business plan. These regenerate when the founder's answers change, so they're never stale. Practically, that means 3 things. First, time. No advisor is building session prep from scratch the night before a meeting, because it's already populated with this founder's current answers and history. Second, quality. Because the documents pull from the founder's real data instead of a generic template, what you're handing back to them describes their business specifically, not an exercise they'll skim once and shelve. Third, continuity. The record doesn't live in one advisor's head or their personal notes. If a founder changes advisors or moves on to their next program entirely, the next person opens a current, complete record and continues from where the founder actually is, instead of starting the relationship cold. Along with business data, the record tracks the founder's development, their root motivations scored at baseline and tracked over time, their well-being trend pulled from weekly check-ins, and the advisor's own observations about identity, self-awareness, coachability, and resilience, updated quarterly. The founder sees these same signals too, just as 3 plain words in a phrase on their own homepage, not a chart. And the well-being read stays between the founder and their advisor. A third party should never see this data. And if a founder's business metrics dips the same week their well-being check-in shows low energy and high stress, that sits side by side in the same view, not scattered across tools you'd have to cross-reference yourself. So here's the whole thing in one breath. The founder spends 2 minutes a week. Out of that, the advisor gets a complete picture of the business and the person. Current documents, real session history, and a view of how this founder is actually doing underneath those metrics. Every program says they're founder first. This is what founder first looks like when it's built into the record. And it doesn't go dark after graduation. The same record that carries this founder through one advisor carries them into the next program and the next after that, instead of resetting every time someone picks up the case. We're not asking you to believe our data. We're asking you to look at what your advisors currently can't see. Thank you for your time. This is Mudlabs, the Founder Record.